The Conbini Boys. They're the Conbini Boys. They're the Conbini Boys.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Matt. How's it going?
Well, not too great, Mike. I've gone down some rabbit holes here with the crypto. I'm on Gate.io, Kraken, Pancake Swap, and I'm out a few hundo right now. Not sure how to get it back. It's I'm just trying to pull out of a tailspin right now, honestly. So I got about a liter of Dunkies with me to pick up my spirits. But yeah, that's my status. How about you?
Yeah, man. I just gotta say I appreciate you being in the trenches there in the crypto world. You've taught me so many things. I still don't understand anything, and unfortunately, I still don't have the gall to sort of go in there. But I'm thinking, with your advice, soon enough, I'm going to be making those millions too. Matt, over here, a little bit less exciting. We are in the midst of Golden Week.
Golden Week. Ooh. Yep.
Oh yeah, I got 2 days left of that sweet Golden Week. Today just went to Costco, always a pleasure. Then we went to the aquarium this afternoon. So,
What a day.
What a day. I mean, pretty much as good as it gets. I'm feeling pretty good just having a sip on my Koji lemon sour. It's invisible because of the background, but it's a good one. And man, I'm excited to get ready to talk about some Conbini.
Well, as usual, Mike, we got a lot to talk about this week, and we're kicking things off with a campaign out of Ministop. Ministop has really just grabbed our attention, stoked the fire in our hearts these last few months as we've learned more and more about this great Conbini. But, Mike, they have a new campaign. It's been running for a few weeks, and it's called the Yamitsukitchen, which means addictive kitchen items. I don't know. It's Yamitsu is like addictive. So they got some snacks, Mike, that they're claiming to be addictive, and no doubt some of these look damn good. I'm just gonna pull them up on screen for our YouTube viewers, but we got some chicken skin chips. My goodness, those look spectacular. Those triangular fried chicken skins seasoned to all hell there. I'm sure that goes great with a tall boy Kirin Ichiban. Then we got the Benishoga Karaage. Benishoga's been making its way into a lot of fried chicken lately. It's a 4-piece, nothing all that special.
Yeah.
But pickled ginger fried chicken. And then, of course, we got the big boys. We featured these, Mike, last episode, but we have the banana chocolate drinkable parfait, which has, as a reminder, everybody, a layer of banana pudding and a layer of banana puree topped with whipped cream and chocolate sauce. Holy moly, yeah. I'll take 2 of those. And then they have the equivalent, I believe it's a strawberry version, with anin tofu in it, which, god damn it, that sounds good. All right, so maybe some of these are pretty addictive, but Mike, the heart of this campaign are some pretty whack-ass commercials based off of a young salaryman just beginning his career, a Ministop employee who's a woman, and then another woman, not clear what her affiliation is with the convenience store, but Mike, what's your take on these ads here?
Yeah, Matt, I gotta be honest. We love our campaigns, and I'm glad that we're back focusing in on just a campaign. It's our bread and butter, and I agree. This seems, I gotta be honest, it's an exciting one for me, but it does seem sort of thrown together. It does not seem to have a sort of a coherent base to it. From what I can tell, is our protagonist, this young salaryman, is in a love triangle, Matt. As you can see with the Ministop employee, and then also this other woman who is, let's be honest, she's Yamitsuki. She's addicted to our protagonist.
Is it? Okay, I get it.
I think. The first commercial that we watched, it seems that there's some sort of narrative going on. I gotta be honest, I haven't been able to make sense of it. I guess it's just, like we were saying, this, as much as these two women are in love with our protagonist, that's how good and in love with these products that you will be. And I will say that these products aren't, for the most part, aren't new items. They're just some of like the items that I guess that Ministop feels like are their sort of like bread and butter, sort of their stars in their lineup right now. So I think it's pretty interesting. Matt, I know that there's an interesting part to this campaign. There's something that we were looking at that is it seems like they're doing some sort of campaign giveaway. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, Mike. So they have a few rounds, and they're giving away things that you'd expect. For example, 1,000 free banana chocolate parfaits.
Oh yeah.
1,000 free Benishoga karaage packages.
Hey.
But then they also have, for only 10 people, a lucky 10 are going to get some Benishoga karaage fried chicken earrings. So if you've ever, wished you had, fried chicken hanging from your ears as a decorative element, Ministop has got you covered. Giving away only 10 though, so you're going to have to be aggressive out there with your shopping if you want to have any chance. Actually, it's a Twitter campaign. You just got to retweet some of their ads, and you're in the ball game. But I do want to just back to these commercials real quick, Mike. There is a point in the ad where these two young ladies are slowly stuffing skewered fried chicken into this guy's mouth while staring into the camera. And listen, who's ever directing this, just pull the plug. This is some of the worst, most horrifying commercial work I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, I don't know. It's like 50 Shades of Grey meets Japanese konbini here, and this needs to stop.
Yeah, there is some very overt sexual tension going on here. I will say that these earrings, these karaage earrings, are actually worn by one of the non-staff women in the commercial, and she actually, at the end of one of them, she pulls it off her ear and eats it, and it cracks. So I don't know if they're saying that these are actually karaage earrings. Like, are these actually edible karaage earrings? I'm not sure.
Well, I could get into that.
Yeah, now that would be something special. And I gotta say, only 10 of these are gonna exist in the world. And you've been in that world of crypto, in the NFT, the non-fungible token.
That's right.
World now, and I think these are some collector's items. 10, 20 years from now, these could be fetching upwards of $50 a piece. I'm not sure.
I was going to say billions of dollars.
Billions.
So yeah, just looking at current trends here. Well, all right, so that wraps up the Ministop campaign. I think there's only 1 week left. Anyway, check it out, everybody. If you want to play, just head over to Twitter, check out Ministop's account, and you can retweet the hell out of that stuff. And, God willing, you get some fried chicken earrings. Worst case, you get a free banana chocolate parfait.
Which, hey, I mean, I gotta be honest, I'd rather have that parfait. All right, man. Well, yeah. So speaking of fried chicken, I think we're going to be heading over to the Chiki Wars. Is that right?
That's right, Mike.
Well, this week, Matt, I should say last week was a blowout. I mean, it was some of the hottest action that we've seen in the Chiki Wars in a long time. And Matt, I got to be honest, this week, unfortunately, we're a little bit slower, which is fair. It is Golden Week, but we have one item coming out of Seicomart, and yeah. So what we've got the sesame and nut fragrance fried chicken. That's five pieces. Remember, Seicomart, not more than chikis. They do the sort of the karaage balls in a cup. Matt, I think these look pretty good. In general, I don't know. I think this is our first to see any nut-inspired chicken, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen nuts in chicken before, although it does make a lot of sense. They got that crunchy, crispy element to add to the coating. I don't necessarily see any nuts on the batter. I think those are sesame seeds that are sprinkled on top of there, but could be nuts, not exactly sure. They do emphasize that this is more of a fragrant element more than a flavor element, which is interesting. They're also promoting it for folks who enjoy ethnic food, which I don't really get. Nuts and sesame seeds on top of fried chicken. Not really sure how that appeals to people who enjoy adventurous cuisine. But, neither of us have had Seicomart fried chicken here, Mike. So I can't really say a whole lot about it. We've heard great things. People love Seicomart fried chicken. So, based on that, I got to say, yeah, everybody, hey, go out, try it, grab a bucket. And what do you got to lose? It's just 280.8 yen. So go for it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this looks great. Like we've said, we really want to try the Seicomart fried chicken. It's if I was going to go to Seicomart tomorrow and I'm going to pick one thing, it would definitely be the fried chicken. So yeah, looks great, and always great to see a new face, Seicomart, in the Chiki Wars. Yeah. But that wraps us up for the Chiki Wars this week. Really slow week, but Matt, let's just head right in to the scoreboard. Matt, I'm going to give you some scores this week. I think you'll see there's quite a trend, but let me just give them to you. Family Mart, 28 items. Lawson, 25 items. 7-Eleven, 65 items. Ministop, 26. Daily Yamazaki, 7. Seicomart, 5. Poplar, again, ? 0. New Days, 11 items. What are your thoughts?
Golden Week, Mike. Numbers are way down across the board. 7-Eleven down to 65. My goodness, they're usually playing around the century mark. Yeah. Lawson below 30. Family Mart, they were hovering around 60 for a couple of weeks, down to 28. Ministop's the only one that really continued to play their game during the holiday season in the mid-20s there. But no doubt about it, Mike, Golden Week is having a big influence on new items, which I gotta say, it's a little disappointing because customers have more free time, which means more convenient action, and kind of sad that you pop in there and you don't see nearly as much new content as you'd hope to see. But understandable, teams got the week off.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Perfect analysis as always. I agree. You think maybe you'd want to have more items for the Golden Week because you're exactly right. And I as me myself as well, I've just been going to every day, 1 or 2 times. And I'd love to see some new items. But fair enough. People got to rest. Don't want people overworking here in Japan. But all right, Matt. So that's it for the scores. We're gonna head over to our winners and losers. As always, I think we're gonna start with your loser. So Matt, can you tell me what we're looking at this week?
Yeah, Mike, this one's out of Family Mart, okay? And this is a tomato pizza, spicy pizza bread. Mm-hmm. Hard to describe what we're looking at here, everybody. I think the entire world took a step backwards with this item. This looks like if you were to describe a pizza to a blind orangutan and then asked him to sketch out what he heard. This is nowhere near pizza. What we're looking at here is kind of like a submarine bun that's not been sliced in half yet. It's just the bun. And then on top of that, it looks like a grenade went off. You just get flecks of chunky ham. You have cheese, but is that cheese? It almost looks like there's been like mayonnaise splashed on, but I think those are strings of cheese. It's almost like Family Mart had made a whole pizza or many pizzas, and then there were actually that's not what it looked. You know what this looks like? This looks like you're at a breakfast buffet, hotel breakfast buffet, and they're cleaning up the omelet station. It's closing up, and they got like a few strings of mozzarella left.
Yeah.
They got a few chunks of ham, and they're like, we don't want to throw it away. Well, we got a bun over here. And they just slap it all on there, throw it in the microwave, and they call it a pizza. This is, I'm sad just looking at this, Mike. God help
Yeah, this
us.
is, yeah, Matt, this is an unfortunate item. I'm very confused as well. This is pizza, so you'd expect pizza sauce. As you can tell, there is this orangish cover here. I'm not sure if that is like sort of burnt cheese or if that is pizza, like a thin wiping of pizza sauce.
Oh, you think that's
Maybe?
pizza sauce?
I don't know. I mean, it's
It's not red, though.
It's not red. Yeah, it's a very thin wiping of pizza sauce, maybe. A wiping. I agree. I do not believe that is cheese. That looks to be mayonnaise to me. And, we've seen pizza bread, we've seen pizza takes, in various forms throughout the history of the Konbini. And I got to say, this is one of the worst attempts we've seen. And it's too bad because, pizza. Let's not even get started talking about pizza in Japan. All right, Matt, great choice. Okay, going on to and that was from Family Mart. Going on to my loser for the week, Matt. This is also from Family Mart, and I think you're going to be a little surprised, but let me walk you through what we're looking at here.
This looks pretty good.
This is the Taru Daku
Oh, no. Is that... Oh, boy.
Ninniku Buta Yakiniku Don. All right, so let me unpack that. This is
What?
This is a ton of tartar sauce.
Oh, boy.
Ninniku. So this is garlic, pork, yakiniku style pork, and it's a don. So this is on top of rice. In the middle, you have a boiled egg that's been sliced. You have a little bit of dusting of it. Looks like some sort of green condiment. But Matt, let me just tell you what. So a couple months back, I was really on a tartar kick. I mean, it was really out of control.
Wow.
I was losing sight of reality. And this, to me, this is just way too much tartar sauce. This is half the bowl is tartar sauce.
Half the bowl. Oh my god.
And then the other half is, the pork yakiniku style slices. But first off, tartar sauce just doesn't pair well with pork in this way. Normally you're thinking like chicken nanban, like a fried food. That's usually what tartar sauce goes well with. So in general, I don't think the pairing works well. And then, like I said, this is the most tartar sauce I've ever seen on a dish. It almost is making me a little uncomfortable looking at it. It looks like mashed potatoes. This is just way out of line. Also out of Family Mart. And yeah, Matt, I just couldn't do this.
Mike, this at first looked kind of good to me, but then when I realized that's tartar sauce, my God, yeah, that's a half a bowl. You should have to be clinically depressed to be allowed to buy this meal. I mean, this should only be purchased with a prescription from your doctor. There's no reasonable, healthy person who should be allowed to eat this bowl. I mean, you're just looking at a pile of simmered, marinated pork. Again, a half bowl of tartar sauce. I'm from New England, ladies. I know my tartar sauce, okay? I can eat a fisherman's platter with the best of them. I can pull up to... I can pull up to Ronnie's Clam Shack, okay? Order a fisherman's platter. They're not even gonna. I'm not even gonna come anywhere close to this amount of tartar sauce to finish that whole fried scallop, shrimp, and haddock. This is like a jar of tartar sauce poured onto rice next to simmered pork, and then they put a hard-boiled egg on top. I mean, if you weren't sad before this meal, you're definitely gonna be sad after this meal. This is a devastating product, Mike. You gotta tread carefully around this one.
Yeah, yep. And I actually one more thing I want.
A jar of tartar sauce.
It's a jar of tartar. I'd also like to say this is the longest description, the longest adjective I've ever seen in my life. Sappari to shinagara mo aki no konai ajiwai ni shitateta tartar sauce. So that basically means it's a light flavor, but you're not gonna, get sick of it. And it's finished with that sort of flavor tartar sauce. None of this adds anything to the description. It's basically saying it's a light tartar sauce. Anyways, I just want to put that. All right, Matt. Okay, enough of that. Let's head over to the winners this week, and I'm pretty excited because I'm seeing a couple of
a double Seicomart.
I'm seeing a double Seicomart. So boom,
wow.
let's head right in. Matt, we're at Seicomart. Where are we heading here?
Below the rosé, Mike. Yeah, the mint gin is what I picked out here. So, Seicomart coming out with a full bottle, 750 mils of mint-infused gin. I'm a big gin guy, Mike, although I drink a lot less these days. It's summer, and nothing is better on a hot summer evening than a little gin tonic. And here we are, Seicomart, with the infused mint flavor in the gin, and this price is absolutely incredible. 1,280 yen for a 750 ml bottle. I don't understand pricing in Japan. You can't get a TV for under $1,000, but you can drink yourself into a sewer, blackout drunk for a pittance. Doesn't make any sense. This is below Seagram's pricing here. This is incredible. But no, this looks awesome. I think this is a nice looking gin product, which you don't see gin too much in Japan. So this is also a surprise.
Yeah, I agree. And this is showing, Seicomart, one of their sort of strengths, which is their alcoholic options. And this is Seicomart, produce. This is their
this is
product
their brand.
Created.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is their brand.
Wow, cool.
And as you said, Matt, there's nothing that this makes me think of more than just fresh. For our YouTube viewers, you can see it. This is this bottle of mint gin, which I gotta say is beautiful. You got the mint leaves on there, just making you feel a little bit light and fresh. And then you have this nice poured. I mean, it's got to be a gin and tonic. It's just a clear glass with those bubbling,
bubbles.
Carbonated foam. And it's sitting on a picnic table outside, and in the background you can see that fresh grass. And that's exactly where I'd want to have this. It's getting hot outside, and this just looks so refreshing, so good. And man, this is a home run right here.
Out of the park.
All right, man. Well, yeah, like I was saying, I was excited because I was seeing 2 tabs with Seicomart, and so this is a double whammy right here. This is a back-to-back Grand Slam. Matt, my choice this week also is from Seicomart, and it's right at the top, here, my
cream.
friend.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, sure.
Your sweets. So this is the blueberry and cheese choux cream. So from what I can tell, this is a blueberry cheesecake in a choux.
Oh.
And Matt, common knowledge on the pod here. I'm a choux guy. I've probably picked half of my my winners are choux creams, and this one just looked great to me. This is a nice looking blueberry jam or puree here on top, and underneath you have what they're calling this cheese filling, which I assume is almost like a cheesecake style filling. Looks great. The price, are you kidding me? 120 yen? Holy crap. Seicomart is known for their baked dishes as well. I can imagine that this would be amazing, maybe even to pair with that gin, mint infused gin as well.
Ooh. Nice choice here, Mike. I'm not a big shoe guy myself, but I like the idea of some cheesecake, rare cheesecake filling in there. That does sound very good. And no doubt those berries are top notch, being from Hokkaido. Just a reminder, everybody, Seicomart takes their pastry very seriously. They import their croissant dough from France, frozen. Not sure how that works, but they somehow pull that off for their Hot Chef bakery. So I bet that choux dough is damn good. I don't know if it's from France, but they do take their baking very seriously at Seicomart. So nice choice here, Mike. I wouldn't mind biting into one of those boys, like you said, alongside the mint gin right there, and maybe a few snacks of that sesame and nut fried chicken.
Yeah, man, I agree. And hey, congrats to Seicomart. I don't think it's their first time on the leaderboard, but for sure it's the first time having a double, a back-to-back Grand Slam.
That's right. Congrats to Seicomart. All right, Mike, it's now time for my favorite segment of the week. It's At the Genba with Mike. The Genba, of course, the place where the action happens. Mike, you're in Japan, the place where all the action happens, and it's been Golden Week, so no doubt you've been, pounding the pavement on the road, checking out all the new products. What do you got for us this week?
Matt, I gotta tell you, this week I went a little out of control. I had told you that last week, started the new job, about a month had passed. I was really hitting my groove of, going to the Combini once every evening and, just feeling like life was like at a steady rate. And, it's Golden Week, which is, pretty much the prime golden time. And as, you do, I went off the rails. So, I got to tell you, Matt, even before I was married, before I had kids, I would go to Combini 3 times a day, I gotta say that I think I ate more chiki this week than I've ever eaten in a week before. So, Matt,
all time.
This might be my all time. So let me walk you through what we got. All right. So, starting off, Matt, these are all chikis. This is all coming out of the Genba this week.
I like
this.
The look of that
This
one.
is the chicken tatsuta with the shoga flavor. That's the garlic. That's the
Ginger.
Ginger, yes, the ginger flavor. So this one I only had once. I went with Mai actually, and we picked up just a snack, and we both agreed. She bit in, she said, "Ooh, there's nothing like ginger," and I, there's nothing like ginger. This is a solid 3 for me. It wasn't amazing, but it was great. This is out of Family Mart, and just in general, just a really good chiki. So I was really happy with this.
It's a tatsuta here, so it's got presumably a little bit more crispiness to it because it has more crispy surface area. Was that the case, or how did that play out?
Yeah, definitely crunchy.
Nice.
And I was happy in that aspect for sure.
Nice.
But Matt, the next 2 that we're coming up to, holy crap, man! All right, okay. First off,
this one looked damn good. Oh,
yeah, man.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I should preface this. I slandered this last week. This was this was 7-Eleven. Their umakara chicken. That's the sweet and spicy chicken with the kosho ninniku aji. That's the pepper garlic flavor. And Matt, you quickly put me into line, and you said, "Look."
Well, the super salary man.
Yeah, he had a great rundown on it. He gave it his stamp of approval, and I thought, all right, if that's the case, I've got to get in and have it. I'll tell you, Matt, I had this one 3 times. So the first time I ate it, and I was completely blown away. It was amazing.
Wow.
The sweetness on this thing is out of this world. and it has that little spiciness. It was just amazing. That first one I had, easy 5-star.
Whoa.
Then, a couple days ago, I went out with Leo. We did a conveni run, the two of us. It was just
Nice.
him and I, you know. And I went to a different 7-Eleven, and it was the last one in the box. And I thought, you know what, I got to have it again. But, you know, the last one in the box wasn't as great. It was a little bit dry, and I was a little upset about that. So, you know what, I thought, hey, I'm already out with Leo. Let's hit up another 7. So I ran to another 7-Eleven. And this one I got, and it was that juice that I love again. So I'm going to give it, Matt, I'm going to hedge a little bit, give it a 4-star. It's the sweetness might be a little bit overpowering, but in general, this is solid, and I would recommend any chiki lover to get out there and get one of these.
Yeah, Mike, that is quite a review there. The Super Salary Man was all over this one. Had some of the best cross sections I've ever seen on a chiki. I'm surprised that the flavor you talk is sweetness, because it's a pepper garlic chicken. So it's surprising that there's a sweetness to it as well. But my mouth is actually starting to water as I imagine the blend of those flavors.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And I gotta say, that cross section that Super Salary Man had was correct. I gotta say, this is almost pushing the limit of like what actually is chicken. I couldn't really ascertain what some of the sort of the juice inside of this was. It was a little bit suspicious, but all right, Matt. Sorry, I really want to get to this next one. I'm just gonna put it on screen. All right, Matt.
Oh, this is the dollop.
This is the game changer right here. This is Neo in the Matrix here. Matt, this is the yuzu kosho mayo flavored karage-kun. The miso tate, this has the dollop. As we talked about, the yuzu kosho, that's that spicy and citrusy condiment that's one of our favorites. And as we talked about, yes, it's fried chicken, but inside is that dollop of that yuzu kosho. Matt, I had this 5 times this week. Needless to say, this is a 5. This is not only a 5-star. This is the best thing I've had at the conveni this year. This is the best chiki related product that I've had in recent memory, Matt. This is a game changer. This is a total game changer. Yeah, I had it the first time and I was just blown away. I couldn't believe it. Inside you've got that juicy karage-kun meat.
Yeah.
And then that dollop. They did it perfectly. It felt like you were in an izakaya getting some fried chicken, picking up some yuzu kosho, putting that on and eating it.
Oh, wow.
Just perfectly.
Is it visible when you bite in? You see the dollop inside?
Yes, if you were to bite it in half, you can see on that top. It's exactly as they advertised here.
Wow.
Yes, it's not. It doesn't lose its form. It's that dollop, and it's perfect.
Oh my God.
Matt, I ate it. Yeah, I had it 3 times, and then I got Mai to come out and get it with me. And then when I was out with Leo, I picked it up the 5th time. I was just on a rampage. Yeah. And I got to say, I will say, I can see where this is going to go in the future. I think we're going to get a couple dollops that we don't like. I think we might get like a mentai dollop in there.
Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt about it.
And I think it might spawn a couple unfortunate chickies. But in general, Matt, just this one, this is what the conveni is all about.
Incredible, Mike. Yeah, we had high hopes for this product because of this innovation here. I can't believe Lawson actually pulled this off. How they're doing this. Again, there is a dollop of yuzu kosho paste between the chicken and the fried outer skin. How that works. And we were talking, Mike, Lawson was slow this year coming out with new karage-kun flavors. They're up to like known flavor 213, but they were just trickling out this year. Poke Chiki was slinging them, and we were wondering, what's going on here? Well, no doubt they had a huge team, maybe hundreds of people working on this dollop here. And I guess it was all worth it. I can't wait to see what they come out with next. No doubt you're right. There are going to be some whiffs, mentaiko, cheese, maybe like a mayonnaise tarako kind of thing going on. But, man, there are going to be some home runs in there, too. And what a way to start off here. First at bat with the dollop, and they knock it way out of the ballpark. That's impressive, Mike. Wow.
Yeah, Hall of Fame, and I'd say, I think, I don't know if you've ever heard the Rolling Stones song, Fade to Black. I think that's what's happening to Poke Chiki right now. It's probably, it's just in a corner somewhere, fading to black. I think it's done, Matt. But anyways, okay.
Yeah, this is probably like Chevy tinkering around with the Bolt. Meanwhile, Lawson's coming out with the Model 3, all right, we'll see him.
Yeah.
A decade ahead of everybody else. All right, well, Mike, wow, time always flies here on the podcast. That wraps up episode, believe it or not, 51 of the podcast here. Thanks everybody for listening. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. You can probably hear my wife laughing in the background, so something like that. Not at my jokes, by the way. It's definitely not what she's laughing at. Anyway, also check us out on YouTube if you want to see what we're talking about live. It's like and subscribe. We're also active on social, especially on Twitter, but also Facebook and Instagram. If you have a Conveni memory and you're in the U.S., give us a call at 617-453-8207. Leave a message. If you're outside the U.S., leave a message at anchor.fm/ConveniBoys. Thanks, everybody, for listening. And hey, Mike, I'll see you at the Conveni.
See you at the Conveni, Matt.